Well, with one trophy secured and leading the race for the title, and their old firm rivals already out of this competition, life is rosy for Rangers at the moment. Tonight, a revamped Rangers team looks to secure passage to the semi-final match against St Johnstone. For Partick Thistle, they've been regular visitors to this stage of the competition in recent years without progressing to the last four. They themselves on a solid unbeaten run are in good fettle to try and spring a cup surprise at Ibrox tonight. Walter Smith takes advantage of his large squad to make 5 changes from his CIS final team. Several players rested tonight. Novo, Adam, Boyd, Whittaker and Naismith all start.
An attacking lineup for Rangers tonight. Chris Boyd, the match winner at Hampden, will be supported by Nacho Nova and Stevie Naismith. If they click into gear, it could be a busy night for the Thistle defence.
In McCall's side drew at Morton on Saturday. Partick Thistle have made 2 changes. Simon Donnelly and Gary Harkins into the starting 11. Out goes Steve McEwen, who's cup-tied, and Willie Kinneborough drops onto the bench.
Partick also have plenty of attacking options. Damon Gray, Simon Donnelly and Mark Roberts are all proven goal scorers. The question is, will they see enough of the ball to make an impact?
Our referee this evening is Ian Bryans, who's taken charge of each of these teams once this season. Both teams recording 3-0 home wins. Well, tonight ensures there'll be one Glasgow team in the last 4 of the Scottish Cup. Rangers looking to join Aberdeen as another SPL representative. While if Thistle were to progress, it would be 3 teams from Division 1 and a rep from the SFL would be going to the Scottish Cup final. Rangers immediately away, forward on the far side. Archibald out with Boyd. Boyd cuts the ball back in field. And forward it goes. Picked up by Chaplin on the far side, headed away by Cuellar. Walter Smith, in his usual place in the stand, he found himself there in the last match in the Scottish Cup against Hibs. And Ian McCall, former Rangers player, looks on. Robertson tries to close down Adam, but Rangers got plenty of space. Davis pushes it forward, and Harkins was back just to make the interception. All the way through. No way through for Rangers yet.
No, but the problem for Partick is when they do win the ball, with only Damon Gray up front, they can't get into his feet and they can't go and support, and because of that, they're going to find themselves on the back foot for huge chunks of this game.
Picked up by Nacho Novo. Naismith gets the touch on just too far. And Robertson will play that away. They're also going to find a way of getting better service to Gray so he can at least try and get a touch on it.
Well, the ball needs to be in there. He's not the tallest, so there's no point knocking high balls. Cuellar, Daly will deal with them all day. It's important the players who've played at the top level, Donnelly, Roberts, they get on the ball and start feeding them.
Again dealt with from the back. Story was there. Charlie Adam with a nice touch. On to Nacho Novo. Novo going for goal! Wow, what a shot that was from Nacho Novo. Well, you expect him to pass or set something up, but he surely had a fair amount of zip there.
Terrific, you know, the build-up when Charlie Adam gets the ball in, but it's all about Nacho Nova wanting to score. He's got Boyd one side, Naismith the other, but he pulls the trigger, misses by a yard. Fantastic strike. Look at the pace on the ball. You see the goalkeeper scrambling. That is just wide.
Well, Partick Thistle and Rangers have a very rich Scottish Cup history. Ian McCall looking to make some history of his own. From Rangers, effective onto Naismith from Broadfoot. Broadfoot back onto Naismith, whip the ball across, and Boyd, predator-like coming across the edge of the 6-yard box, but just getting the header off target.
Terrific play down the right-hand side from Rangers, and when Stevie Naismith eventually gets this in, you would stick your mortgage on Chris Boyd knocking that in the back of the net, and you know, nobody better in the game at scoring this type of chance, and when it comes in, he deflects over the bar.
Time for Chris Boyd. He'll get more than one chance tonight. Chaplin. Better play from Thistle. Here comes Roberts, immediately 2 round him. Has to lay the ball back. Going forward for Simon Donnelly. Good play on the overlap. And the trip on Twaddle from Naismith.
First chance again for Thistle. This time they will get a ball in the box. The centre backs are in there.
Simon Donnelly. Whips on a deep ball, has to get better than that, that's far too deep.
Maybe one from the training ground. They know Rangers are strong in the middle, trying to isolate somebody around the back area, but Simon Donnelly just got far too much on it. You see round the back, hoping for a header back across goal, just can't get there.
There's another angle ball, Charlie Adam wins it well, it's on to Novo, Robertson had to get in quickly. Flipped down by Thompson, trying to work the 1-2, clever play from Robertson. Lovely little step over and play across. Donnelly through the middle now, here comes Chaplin. Chaplin, if they sit off him, he'll have a go. Well, it's one of these ones that opens up for you, no defender comes in, and whether you're good at long range shooting or not, you've got to take the chance.
You've got to pull the trigger. You can see players breaking wide, but when you see the whites of the goalkeeper's eyes, you've got to work him, and he just cut across it. Never got near Alan McGregor, but certainly the right thing to do was have a go.
Forward onto Charlie Adam. Now Whittaker. There's a late run by Naismith. Archibald had to be there, then gets help from Robertson for the second touch. Cleared forward by Simon Donnelly. Just from right to left onto Whittaker. There comes Nacho Novo. Novo on the angle, and Tuffey comes out to Garrett. Good goalkeeping, he's certainly not afraid to come.
Terrific goalkeeping. You can see lads who move their feet quickly. What a difference it makes, because this is a decent ball in, this gives forwards a chance, but it's that great height. If the goalkeeper moves sharp, he makes it look so easy.
Part of Thistle fans congregated behind the goal of Johnny Tuffey. They are singing, they're happy so far. Robertson moves away from two. An easy ball for Harkins, he has to go back. Robertson deflects it off Thompson. That's a decent ball for Roberts. On to Gray, Gray past Daly. Great challenge by Whittaker. Came across, won the ball well. Very, very strong. Charlie Adam to another.
I think that was supposed to be straight cross field. The far side to Kirk Broadfoot. Badly hooked. Back in the right back area, but no harm done.
Stephen Davis. Challenge from Gary Harkins was strong, and the referee decided that was a free kick, and they didn't particularly agree with the decision.
Well, the Stephen Whittaker challenge looked more severe, but that one comes from behind, and that's the one that always gets penalised.
Charlie Adam, nowhere to go, good tracking back by Gray. Roberts moves forward. Now on the angle, Alice Cuellar. Whittaker looks for it. Up against Story, plays it infield. Davis slides it across. This is where Rangers can be dangerous, but not with the first touch like that from Nacho. Mark Roberts looks up, tries to see where Gray was. He is onside. Damon Gray moving forward. Gray shaping to shoot. Alan McGregor makes a touch. It looked like from our position it was going wide. Alan McGregor had no such luxury.
Great ball from Mark Roberts to set Damon Gray free, and he knows he's no support. He just sizes up the situation, goes for the far post, and that's a good save by the goalkeeper.
Barry Thistle's corner will be taken by Simon Donnelly. Thought clear by Cuellar. Well, Rangers showing their opponents respect and everybody back for that set play. Nice touch. Harkins once more. To pull the ball across. And Simon Donnelly. Back onto Mark Twaddle. Twaddle with a lovely touch to get away. Pushes it forward. It's a poorish ball. Simon Donnelly trying to get him once more, but it's with Davis. Davis springs Nacho Novo wide on the far side. Novo moving forward. Twaddle getting back quickly. Novo flicked it infield. Good touch from Twaddle. Naismith lays it on to Charlie Adam. Well, great play from Rangers from the edge of their own box all the way forward.
Everything but the finish. Fantastic pass from Davis. Novo then darts in. twirled as well, slows him up, blocks it. But when it comes to Charlie Adam, you thought this is tailor-made for the left foot, and woof, slice, and big slice at that. That's 3 efforts from Charlie, none on target.
Well, he has lost the goal-scoring touch to a large degree, Charlie Adam. 14 last term, just 4 this season. Adam plays it infield. Champlin looked for Robertson to take. Donnelly, nice ball onto Gray. Up against Whittaker. Charlie Adam was in behind. Gray held up well, pushed it out wide. Champlin back onto Robertson. Robertson, a former Don, chips the little angle ball onto Storey. And that's good play from Partick Thistle.
That's tremendous play, because that is an absolutely terrific ball through. Look at that, perfect timing, onside. If he takes a decent touch, he squares it, what a chance.
Just came off the ankle rather than the boot. Harkins again. Get it back for a third time. Set back well from Champlin. Harkins well marshalled that time by Whittaker. Took a little knock in the face, it looked accidental, but he'll shrug it off.
Straight up, ready to get on. Thistle moving forward again. And Harkins, who's normally the sitter, he gets forward, and I think just Partick Thistle, they've grown in confidence the longer this game is going on.
Donnelly plays it back. Storey played it in. Breaks for Gray. Gray plays it off Davis. Comes wide. Simon Donnelly whips it across. Initial header from Cuellar. And Davis will touch it away. And Robertson will be beaten by Nacho Novo. But Nacho Novo and Charlie Adam, well, they miscommunicate. And Harkins sends it wide. Taken down by Roberts. Boyd just helped to the ground by Robertson. And handball has been given against Boyd. Partick Thistle move forward quickly, quite how that was. An opportunity, breaks into the back of Cuellar. A second chance for Roberts. Well, he wasn't looking for anything when he went down. Well, Chris Boyd felt he was fouled there. The referee decided that he'd fallen. David Robertson was innocent. Therefore, the handball was given. And Thistle move forward swiftly. Quick
play, and when Mark Roberts gets here, that's a good block, because that is going to work Alan McGregor, and a good tackle second time of asking.
Just another long ball forward. Boyd hits it. Well, he tried to find Nacho Novo, but I'm sure if Boyd had gone for goal, Tuffey had committed himself.
You're down to communication. If Nacho Novo shouts, the goalkeeper's coming, go for goal, there's no communication. He heads it back, and the chance is gone.
Just move forward, win another corner. Well, Chris Boyd, as you said, if he got the shout, he simply would have flicked that over. And Chris Boyd would have been celebrating a 21st of the season.
Goalkeeper came early, you know, it was definitely on, but Chris Boyd, he can't see out the back of his head.
Rangers with a corner. It's Carlos Cuellar who makes that good touch away. Well, Tuffey encouraging his men.
Terrific save, good header, good brave header at the front post, and goalkeeper right where he needed to be.
It was a cross. It's thumped away. And the goal. There's another note for the half-time team talk. All we'll be concerned about is getting there with the Rangers with 0. Whittaker infield. Thompson trying to lay it back. Gray made a nuisance of himself. Now Roberts. And knocked out of play by Whittaker. Storey trying to work the 1-2 with Donnelly. Thompson. That's good play from Thompson onto Whittaker. Donnelly in there to Robert. With a nutmeg Whittaker. Very, very tight from Rangers. Managed to get it away. Partick's problem is they break quickly. Whittaker was touched there. Not much in it, but he was.
Yeah, not much of a free kick, but an easy one to give when it's 70 yards from the Partick Thistle goal.
Broadfoot looking for Nacho Novo. Nacho Novo was well marshalled there. Now Donnelly can break for Partick Thistle. Roberts in the middle. Still makes himself available. A little bit greedy in the end. David Gray just wanted to do it all himself. On to Naismith. Thompson sends it wide on to Broadfoot. The 9 seconds of the half. Broadfoot, that's a decent ball. Well, Nachanovo trying to supply the aerial power that time. It's a terrific cross from wide right.
You can't ask for a better ball in. Whipped in, good pace. Nachanovo gets clear and he just can't keep it down. That's another good chance. Broadfoot did everything. Novo couldn't hit the target.
Scored in every competition for Rangers apart from the Scottish Cup, Nachanovo. And the half-time whistle goes at Ibrox, and it's been a very satisfying half for Partick Thistle and for Ian McCall. He'll be delighted with the application of his side. Chris Boyd came closest to breaking the deadlock. A wonderful cross, and Chris Boyd trying to get on the end of it. And it's the Partick Thistle fans who are definitely happy so far at half-time. It's Rangers 0, Partick Thistle 0. Mobile phones only ever work if you put your finger in the air. Underway at the start of the second half. 2.5 miles separate these clubs. Well, Rangers' nearest senior neighbours. And there's not been a lot to choose between them in the first half. Enfield Partick Thistle 6th in Division 1. Not gone lower than 6th all season. Under the guidance of Ian McCall. And the ball played back onto Mark Twaddle. No changes at half-time. Rangers looking to strike quickly. Davis on to Naismith. Naismith, decent ball in. And turned away well by Alan Archibald, the only survivor from the last time these teams met in the Scottish Cup back in the 2002 semi-final.
Good quick start, good ball in for Stephen Naismith, well defended.
So Chris Boyd's defender's always close. Trying to pick him up. Corner from Charlie Adam was a decent one. Headed up by Davis. Daly trying to keep it in, turned away by the goalkeeper. Not the best of clearance either from Donnelly. Charlie Adam, the back heel to Davis was obvious. It was a good cross though. Well, it was a good cross that was required. Cuellar tries to go on the other side. And Robertson in with the challenge.
Decent start for the second half by Rangers. They've managed to get Partick Thistle hemmed in for the first minute or so, and looks like it might be a reaction to a half-time roasting from the manager.
Into Davis. Cuellar, a little step over. A drop of the shoulder as well. Cuellar sets up Charlie Adam. Adam tries to flick the ball through, and that's a good piece of backtracking. And the ball nodded behind.
Good play again, Rangers. Patient until they just see the ball in. Decent ball through, and Partick Thistle have defended well, but Rangers just started to turn the screw at the start of the second half.
So Rangers will deliver through Nachanovo. It's deep, the goalkeeper has to fight to punch it away. He did well though. Harkins, great touch to get away from Nachanovo, and another lovely touch as well. Here come Partick Thistle. Ball slid by Harkins, but he was caught as he played it away. And Broadfoot's in trouble. And Kurt Broadfoot is booked for the second time in the Scottish Cup, and that will bring him a Scottish Cup suspension. So the ball gets played forward, good header away by Archibald Noble. It's knocked away, Broadfoot will battle for it, and Broadfoot, he was a little late going in there. The referee didn't see much wrong with it. Well, I thought Chaplin was in there, got his body across, and was a bit unlucky not to get the free kick.
Yeah, the one thing Kurt Broadfoot does, you know, the foot's low, he's going for the ball, there's no question it's a second booking, which would see him off the park. But the referee, difficult one, certainly no question Broadfoot was at fault there, but Chaplin certainly took a sore one. Broadfoot
looking for Boyd, will break out wide. Opportunity for Rangers to dink it across, and Naismith! Well, Stephen Naismith somehow conspires to miss. It was a great ball across from Davis too.
Absolutely top-class ball. Stephen Davis on his left-hand side, hangs on the back post, textbook header back across the goalkeeper, right up the bar.
Well, Stephen Naismith very unfortunate here. Well, he knows that was a great chance for the opening goal. Davis sends it in. It's John Robertson's turn to come forward. They head the ball out of play. Well, they've had more possession, Rangers. And Johnny Tuffey hasn't been tested enough. Burke better that time. And again, just knocked high. Well, Christian Daly has caused problems, but again, just not able to get on target.
It's a free header, but you see he's underneath the ball, can't keep it down.
Knocked on by Naismith. Robertson plays it away. Still goalless between these sides. They've played out 2 goalless draws in the history of cup meetings. Here comes Harkins, flicks it forward. The opportunity for Patrick Thistle and the goal! David Gray, who made his debut in the Scottish Cup last season in the semi-finals, may well have put Patrick Thistle en route to the semis. David Gray with a sensational strike.
What a magnificent finish from a player who we know has goals in him, but he's under pressure there. It's the first clear opportunity for Thistle, and he didn't disappoint. It's a great run forward here, driving at the Rangers defence. Eventually, timed to perfection. He's onside, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Can he find a finish? You better believe it.
Great play from Harkins. Looked one way, passed the other, and Damon Gray knocks it home for his first ever goal in the Scottish Cup, and what a top-class finish it was. The yellow card comes, but he's engulfed and happy.
I know it's a silly rule if you're celebrating with your own fans, what harm, but he knows he's going to be booked for it. I think he'll take it after scoring at Ibrox.
Oh, what a pick-up from Hibs he has been. Rangers now. Burke plays it infield. Partick Thistle have scored in the Scottish Cup against Rangers for the first time since the final in 1930. It's been a while, but it was worth waiting for if you're a Jags fan.
What a finish it was. Brilliant play from Harkins and a top quality finish. I just wonder if Rangers now must be looking at the bench. Time certainly, I would imagine, for Lee McCulloch.
3/4 of the match have come and gone. Rangers 0, Partick Thistle 1. Chris Burke being encouraged to move forward. Burke sends it in, Naismith doesn't get there. The back end and Naismith now will finish, plays it across. Robertson away brilliantly. Danger not over. Boyd was blocked. Davis goes in. The goalkeeper goes down. The ball squeezes into the back of the net. And Chris Boyd has got the equaliser. Partick Thistle had the chances to clear, but the Predator strikes again.
It is absolutely incredible. I thought Thistle, on 4 occasions, had managed to get the ball away, never cleared the box. Rangers kept the pressure on, and here you see it, just constant pressure. Tuffey makes a great save. In here, you think Boyd's going to score. They get it away again, still not cleared the box. When it comes back, blocked, headed on, and there, Chris Boyd at the back post just toe-ends it into the back of the net.
Brilliant save from the goalkeeper initially. Partick Thistle were throwing everything they could at it, but Stephen Naismith could celebrate in the end as Chris Boyd did just enough to get the ball over the line. Davis was brave with a header, and Boyd the nick and then back off his knee.
The goalkeeper so unlucky, it's pinball. Boyd off Tuffey, Boyd's knee, back of the net. Thistle hardly a chance to celebrate their goal, and now Rangers, what a lift that has given them, equalising.
McKinley's been introduced to the action. Simon Donnelly is withdrawn. Neatly forward, Davis on to Naismith. Robertson has to hook it away, and Rangers have the corner. Well, they were up against it on Sunday. They had to come from behind twice. They were behind here tonight, but Rangers found a way back quickly.
They have a magnificent habit of not losing games just now.
Burke plays it short. Davis will send it in for Thompson. Takes a deflection, and away it goes for another corner.
Brave defending, Partick Thistle. Every time somebody's sizing up an opportunity, this time square at Kevin Thompson. Look at the jerseys, red and yellow everywhere, coming at him.
Chris Burke again. Sends it in deep. It's underway. And again, Partick Thistle do the job. Robertson and Archibald at the heart of the defence. Thompson spins it back in. Daly looked for it. Naismith got the touch. And it's played away. Now here come Partick Thistle. Gray looks up and sends it far too far ahead of Robertson Cole. They had men breaking. Quayle sends it long. Headed back infield and Natchinovo comes up. Almost reaches the top tier on that one.
I think that's half a chance for Natchinovo.
It's not to Quayle. Burke almost took his eye off that. Plays it across. Lee McCulloch battling for it, might break for him again, turned away by Story. Whittaker up at the edge of the box. Harkins nips in. Opportunity for Gray. Such a wonderful strike to open the scoring. With Story forward towards Roberts. Touched in field by Chaplin. Harkins away from Davis. Little ball forward onto Robertson. Robertson thinks about the shots. Well, perhaps the thought was better than the execution.
That's been the story of the evening. I don't think we've seen a decent effort from 25 yards in, and that's just one to add to what has been a pretty poor collection.
Scott Chaplin, the 24-year-old, moving forward, trying to find space for himself. Just too many Rangers players round him. Nice spin away from Harkins. Harkins still going. Planted the shot away, but Daly got the touch. Now Rangers, this is where they'll be dangerous. Moving forward at pace. Boyd sends it out wide. McCulloch is there. Davis in the middle. McCulloch sends it across. Toronto with a header. Broadfoot has to take it himself. McKinley with him. Low ball in. Davis denied by Robertson. To Broadfoot once more, to the edge of the box, headed down with the goalkeepers yelling for it, and comes out and gathers well. Liam McCall moves his side a close. It won't be a very famous result. We'll take them back on the way to Firhill. Good touch from Roberts. Do they have Hampden on their minds? Roberts still going. Good tracking back. And the challenge came in from Stephen Whittaker. Mark Roberts always lively to will cause something in the box.
Terrific challenge, Stephen Whittaker, because Mark Roberts won him on the goalkeeper. He'll finish.
Harkins across. That was knocked back by McKinley. It's Rangers through Thompson will send it up onto Natchinovo. Archibald has to time this. Did it perfectly. Still players forward for Thistle. McKinley wants to go after it, but Quayle will easily just let that go out of play. Headed away by Harkins, poor ball forward. Now Roberts breaks. The ball almost put through. Robertson has to track back. Here comes Burke. Burke moving forward. Looks left and right. Comes back and well challenged by Alan Archibald again. And the Rangers fans very, very disgruntled. Daly on to Davis. This was not the way the Rangers fans thought this one was going to play. Here comes Davis. Sends it out wide to Broadfoot. First touch was heavy. Harkins goes in there and McKinley will send the ball back. On to Twaddle. Up to Roberts, has to hold it up, he had no support. And he's robbed by Thompson. Thompson plays it through to Burke. Chris Burke for Rangers, plays it across and swiped and miss by Natchinovo. That could have been it.
What a chance that is. I'm not sure if Chris Boyd just got a touch and moved it away from Novo, or whether he's just missed the ball completely.
Well, Natchinovo came so close here. Burke got the touch away. Boyd wasn't in there. And Noble just went swoosh.
Took a swipe at it, went between his legs.
Camera headed back with the offside flag is up. 90 minutes have come and gone here. Alan Archibald and his side. Ian McCall knows his team are 3 minutes away from getting Rangers back to Firhill. There's a push in the back, play on, says the referee. Ball goes Rangers' way. Here comes Cuellar. Rangers showed great spirit in the CIS Insurance Cup final. What have they got in this quarter-final of the Scottish Cup? Cuellar flicked on, trying to play it across. It's going to be a goal kick.
Carlos Cuellar swears it's a corner. The linesman on that side having none of it. Ian McCall telling who's coming off, get as far away as possible. What are you doing coming across here?
Well, there's number 7, Scott Chaplin. Last season's Division 3 Player of the Year has not looked out of place. And he'll give way to Ryan McStay. Well, Nacho Novo will be thinking about this moment in the game when he had a chance to win it in the 89th minute.
Ball very close to Chris Boyd. I don't know if that's what's caught his eye. No, really, there is no excuse. Player of his quality, that should be bulging the back of the net.
Time yet for Rangers. Thistle will know that. Burke sends it out wide. Noble looking to make amends. Not with the first touch, perhaps with the second or third. Noble going to the byline, played it in. Robertson knocked it clear. Here comes Thompson. 90 seconds to go. Ball angled into the box. And Johnny Tuffey will gather and he'll collapse and he'll stay there for as long as he can.
He's not going to be in any hurry at all to launch this into a corner and see anywhere out the park would do just now, just to run down the clock. And got a hand at the Partick Thistle. They came here with a plan, the tactics have been perfect and the players have been different class for Ian McCall.
Ball tumbled high into there. Twaddle and Burke going for it. Twaddle using his physique to hold off Chris Burke and then thumping the ball into the stand. Partick Thistle fans are nervous now. Kirk Broadfoot into the final minute of stoppage time. Broadfoot for Rangers. Cuellar gets the head flick on. Good battling away. It'll break to Burke. Burke now sends it across. And with that, Rangers' chances to win this one here at Ibrox may well have gone.
I'd be interested to know what was going through Chris Burke's mind. Is this a shot or is it a cross? Because it ends up as neither.
Johnny Tuffey plays it away. The referee looks at his watch. Partick Thistle fans want the full-time whistle, and that's what it means to Ian McCall and co. Ian McCall is absolutely delighted. Kind words, I'm sure, from Walter Smith and Ali McCoys. These Partick Thistle fans came here. They will take pictures, they'll make calls, they'll tell everybody about the Scottish Cup quarter-final here at Ibrox. A memorable goal from Damon Gray. Chris Boyd, who else for Rangers, with the equaliser. A great effort from the side from Division 1. They have held the SPL League leaders, the CIS Insurance Cup winners, and Ian McCall is absolutely delighted. Full time here. Rangers 1, Partick Thistle 1.
We're delighted still to be in the cup. I would have to equal it by saying I don't think we deserved to lose the game, but we were very poor. Our use of the ball was poor, especially in the final third. We have to take responsibility. You have to get the ball in, you have to hold it in, you have to bring people into play. We did not do that tonight. We were very poor, as poor as I've seen us in a long time. But I would equal that by saying that they've been terrific. The lads have been terrific, but when they get the praise and they've had the praise, they have to take the rough with the smooth. So they have to accept a little bit of criticism tonight. But I would go along to say we're pleased to be in the cup, but I still think we should be in the cup.
Ian, your thoughts on the 90 minutes?
Well, I thought we were terrific, and the players are disappointed, believe it or not, that excuse me, we couldn't hold out longer. I don't know if it was a minute or 2 minutes, and there was an element of fortune about the goal, I think. But Chris Boyd seems to score fortunate goals all the time. I think that's what makes him a great striker. So if we could have held it for another 5-10 minutes, I think we'd have won the match. But our financial director Tom Hughes will be. I think they want a replay more than anything else. So it's a good result for us, but we've taken the lead. We could have held out a bit longer.
I mean, credit to Partick, they did well. I think they sensed the fact that we probably weren't quite at our best there, obviously, and especially in their third of the park, in the sort of last third of the park, where we just didn't really create enough chances. Probably weren't quite sharp enough to create the number of chances that we'd like to probably have created. And I think they probably sensed that, got a wee lift from that their game plan was working well.
So not a result that many expected, and let's right away give absolute credit to Partick Thistle, Pat. I thought they did great pace and energy and commitment, and in the end I thought deserved their draw, but I wouldn't have liked to have been facing Walter Smith in that Rangers dressing room at full time.
Yeah, I think at half-time we obviously laid into them at half-time because there was a wee reaction from the Rangers players for 5 or 10 minutes, but certainly at the end of the game they'd have been furious with them. Lots of reasons for it, lots of excuses for it, but in the end Partick, they've noticed Christian's nailed it there, absolutely spot on. Partick have seen, wait a minute, Rangers, they're not the beast that we thought they were going to be. They started playing a lot of very good football, particularly in midfield. I think they moved the ball about well. And up front, they look dangerous now and again. Of course, Rangers had most of the game. You expect that. It has to be the way at Ibrox. But very, very impressed. And it wasn't just hit and run from Partick as well. They wanted to play it in direct and pass and move it. Very impressed with them tonight. They deserve their second go at it.
I don't think many would argue with that, but having said that, looking at that Rangers team, Billy, not many made a real claim to be a regular starter, did they?
I think they've got to realise that, you get an opportunity like that, they've got a chance to play against Partick, and your Novos, your Bucks, they've come in tonight and they've not really produced it. It was just that final ball. Ali McCoy was talking about it. I mean, getting into that final, you need a bit of quality, and it wasn't there all night, Dougie. But credit to Partick, I thought their energy was brilliant. I thought midfield energy was brilliant with Robertson, Harkins and Chaplin getting forward there. And I thought all over the pitch defensively, and young Damon Gray up front, I thought they were magnificent.
Yeah, let's take a look at Damon Gray then, who's on loan from Hibs, and his loan spell ends, incidentally, next Thursday, the 27th. I'm sure that Ian McCall will be trying very hard to extend that loan period, because he was terrific tonight, Pat.
Well, you look at that pace there. I mean, he was certainly second favourite there against Quayla, and Quayla's no slouch. But I mean, he's a small guy, but look at the fact he's got good power and good balance. And it's the way he makes the right runs there. He's making sure that players know where he is. He understands that people like Roberts can pick out a pass, so he runs into the right areas. I was surprised that he took a strike here, but it's a decent enough strike, was probably going past. But the fact that there's no lack of confidence with the young man, and the fact that you come in, you're on loan with a team, you're getting to know the players you're playing against. You're against famously a couple of defenders that just don't give much away. But look at this. He goes and cruises them all night long. It's not a great ball in the end, but it's no surprise that he ends up getting what he deserves, which is a very, very good goal.
He's just quick. I think he's intelligent in the positions he takes up. He peels away, and he didn't have support the shot he had, but you can see him. He just peels away again there. And I tell you what, against one of the best goalkeepers in the country just now, to put that away in off the post, I just thought he was high in confidence. And my word, does he go and milk it with those fans, and quite rightly so. You see the angle, he just waits. The angle's still got so much to do, and he just
lovely ball through from Harkins as well. It was a really good goal.
The whole movement, the whole goal was fantastic. I mean, Harkins was, I thought he was impressive all night, just as you were saying, Billy, getting forward as often as he can. I mean, throughout the Thistle team, you could see there were a lot of impressive players. I think both full-backs, Twaddle and Story. I think Twaddle impressed me tonight with his pace and his power. I'm not convinced, as we said before, the Rangers forwards were doing it particularly well, especially the wide men. Charlie Adam in that first half we're talking about there, he had a stinker, really. And we say that because we know he's got lots of quality and he's capable of being much better. But again, to take nothing away from the full-backs, they both played very well. And again, the centre-backs, Archibald, he's had his time with Dundee United there, it started okay, and he struggled a little bit near the end of that, but certainly he's done very well for Partick.
His experience was important to Thistle tonight. Rangers, well, there are too many players off form, Billy, as we've said. And we saw, I suppose, both sides of Chris Boyd, the most talked about player in Scottish football, perhaps. He got the goal, and a vital goal it was, but how did you assess his performance tonight?
I don't think he got too much service. He got a couple of chances where you would expect Chris Boyd to take them, but he won't even flinch, because at the end of it all, he's not played well, but he's got himself a couple of chances and he's got a goal, and that's all he'll look at. That's probably Rangers' best passing move of the match, and it's a great ball in by Naismith. They had 3 or 4 headers tonight, Rangers, and if they just concentrated on keeping them down, they'd have probably got a lead at some stage in the game, but they missed them all and they just put them all over the bar, Dougie.
That's the kind of thing that people will say, well, that's why Chris Boyd doesn't start every week.
He's not interested in the link-up. He'll be the first to tell you it's not his part of his game. The only question he wants you to ask him is how many goals have I got, and then if he produces that, you know, there's no argument, but he should still work in his weaknesses, and his weakness is taking part, linking up, and his work ethic. But in terms of goals, there's no better in the country.
This was not one of the goals of the season, but it was a very important one.
We talk about lots of different things about Chris Boyd, and you say strikers have to be lucky and they make sure they're in the right place all the time. We didn't know a great deal about this, but I think this man's got a magnet in that box. Every time he stands in that box, that ball somehow lands up. We've seen it a million times before, but you can't hide the fact it's like McCoist. The ball comes there because he stands in a place where if it arrives at him, he will score. And I mean, it had lots of chances to get that way there. You felt a little bit sorry for Partick Thistle. But in that one little piece of play there, when the ball was put in, it came to him 4 times. And eventually he puts it in. So, like all good strikers, they will keep on getting in the right areas and he'll take the chances now and again. And he will be top scorer probably at the end of the season. Phenomenal to see it. But Alan McCoist made a point there. No one held it up. They didn't hold it up. They didn't link up play. And that's what they cannot accept it. And Nova was worse. He was poor for that tonight, but certainly Chris Boyd, he wasn't great at it either, but he scores a goal.
You mentioned that Billy Rangers had so many chances, a lot of them coming in the air tonight, but they just couldn't take them. It was just one of those nights, the ball wouldn't go into the net for them.
It was the final cross, the final finish. I mean, Quellar attacks it well there, and any other place in the goal it probably goes in, but straight to the goalkeeper. Tuffey does well and punches it away, but there was so many and golden ones because the pace was on it, Dougie. It was just there to plant in. There you go, Naismith. All he has to do is put it back across the goalkeeper, but concentrate and keep it down. He gets under it and it clips off the top of the crossbar. But that's the way it was for them all night.
This is, well, almost a sign of desperation there from Nacho Novo. It just wasn't his night. He was poor.
We'll show this one. I mean, it's a long, long way. That's an awful attempt. And again, we mentioned Charlie Allen because he usually is so good. And even Christian Daly, I don't think he's deserved a bad word against him since he's came up, but really as a centre-half, you should get above that and get it down, you know. But this, you kind of have to show it to kind of sum it up, really. That's Nacho Novo.
Sorry, Nacho had one of those nights where they started him as centre-forward, it was bouncing off him. They put him wide right, he was running with it, and Twaddle was getting tackles in. He was getting chances, he was miss-kicking it. It was just one of those nights, and I think you'll hold his hands up yourself, where you forget about it, probably over celebrations. You could call it that, but it was certainly not the right quality for Rangers tonight.
I mean, there will some who will say, well, they've played a lot of games. There was a bit of tiredness, a bit of staleness tonight. I'm not sure I would accept that, would you?
No, because I don't think Walter Smith or Ali McCoist will accept that. Yeah, there can be excuses, but as Partick Thistle, if they handle it the right way, they approach it, the passion's there, the commitment, yeah, it can go wrong. But they've got to have a bit of quality, and they never had the quality, but they've still got to show better than what they showed tonight.
Kirk Broadfoot was a lucky man tonight. He got a yellow card, which means he will miss the semi-final if Rangers go through. But he really should, we think, have had a red, Pat.
Well, I've actually been quite impressed with Broadfoot in the last few weeks. I think he's really come onto a game and he's taken that right-back position since Alan Hutton's gone. And there's no doubt here, you know, it's a booking. The ball's long gone. The referee spots that. Well done. This is 6 or 7 minutes after that. Now, it's still 0-0. Rangers are in a bit of danger here. Now, does he really need to go and do that? And I think in the commentary, I think we're a bit nice to him there. That's reckless. That's a booking. He should have been off as far as I'm concerned, Billy.
It's madness. He's on a yellow. You just don't go into that tackle because it's in an area of the pitch. It's only 20 yards for their goal. He's going nowhere, and Big Kirk just clatters into me. He's very lucky not to get sent off. I think he knows that himself by his reaction. But you know, I couldn't believe the referee actually gave a throw into Rangers. Surely he's got. If he doesn't book him, he's still got to give Partick Thistle a free kick, but he does neither.
Yeah, a sign perhaps just of the frustration that Rangers were feeling tonight. It wasn't happening for them, and that was maybe a sign of it.
Yeah, but you can't take that chance. You know, when you're on a booking, it doesn't matter what situation you're in. Yeah, frustration comes into it. We've all been there. We've all exploded, but you certainly can't crunch into tackles like that when you're on a yellow.
No doubt about it. So Thistle well worth their draw, and that replay will be played, well, who knows when. We'll talk about that in a moment.